Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with the last break of the night, 2025 Panini Prizm Baseball 12 box, pick your team number 5. Very big thanks to this group for making it happen. Here on Monday, our second case of the night. Chris closing things out. Last spot mojo with the Astros. We also got the A's late as well. A lot of autos, a lot of parallels. There's that non-MLB spot, and I think everyone's seen that in the description right there. Basically, Ethan Holiday is going to go to Colorado just because he's already drafted by a team. There's the case right over there. It's sort of an awkward size case, so I'm going to pop that case open over there and then set up the boxes over here. Empty case right here. Stack 4 boxes there, 4 boxes here, 4 boxes right over here. All right, so we got 4, 8, and 12. And of course, we'll do an autograph recap at the end. Three autos a box. Looking for the new Cherry Blossom parallel. That's numbered to 20. That looks really cool. Right? Groovy color blasts. Love the color blasts. So a lot of fun stuff here. Let's go. Good luck. This could potentially be a pretty sad sports day for Joe. And the Raiders are going to lose to the Chargers 20-9, and might lose to the Phillies in extras here unless they walk it off. Phillies scored a run in the top of the 10th. Now the Dodgers are trying to get something going in the bottom of the 10th here. Mookie made the last outing. He's on second. Oh, ooh. Wow, what a break. And I think both of my fantasy teams have probably lost today because of... That's what I'm more annoyed about, not necessarily Geno Smith, but my fantasy teams where I started Geno Smith. Oh my God, I just barely beat 34.9 points to 132.06. Man, I got close. I don't think I won it. I should have won in the Jaspy League too. But I think I fell short. I did. Damn. What a mistake. It's just bad managing on my part. All right, box 1. Let's go. We got Jet Williams to 149. Just in the interest of time, I'm going to sleeve all of these up after the break. Oh, nice. That advances the runner. We'll take that. Jorge saying Genti and McConkey screwed you. Yeah, well, it wasn't actually the high-scoring game that I thought it would be. I thought at least 447 out of 499 Ryan Zimmerman for the Nationals. That'll be for Scott. You know, yeah, I thought there'd be some points on the board. I thought each team would have, I thought the Raiders would keep it close. I thought it'd be like 36 to 33 or something like that. There's Monty Irving to 199 for the Giants, and here is Augustin Ramirez, Coppola with the Marlins. So I thought everyone was going to get points. McConkey was going to get points. O'Marion Hampton was going to get points. Genti was going to get points. 146 out of 199. I thought everyone was going to eat, but no. Didn't help anybody. Here's Ethan Anderson to 99. That's for Baltimore. That will be for Scott. And there's Braden Taylor, this unique autograph. It's going to go to the Rays. That'll be for Coppola. Bobby Miller to 499. That'll be for the Dodgers. That's going to go to Matt. Charlie Condon to 299. One of the Rockies' top hitting prospects. Here's Haesung Kim to 199 for the Dodgers. And there's one of those cherry blossoms. Those look nice, right? Bobby Richardson. Bobby Richardson, that's got to be Yankees, right? Yeah, Yankees. Nine out of 20 on that one. Luke Dickerson to 499 for the Nationals. It'll be for Scott. Seaver King reveals a Javi Lopez sensational signature. It's going to go to Patrick Cox. We saw him in the last case too for Patrick. 15 out of 199. Seaver King to 299 for the Nats for Scott. Kellen Lindsey to 49 for the Dodgers, who just loaded up the bases with an Alex Call walk. Trying to walk it off, or at least tie it and take it to the 11th. Is this Miguel Rojas walk-off time? That would be wild. There's Ogasawara to 499. No, that's a shallow pop fly. That's not what we wanted. Jared Thomas to 299. Max Muncy's hitting after Miguel Rojas? I guess the lefty was starting today. All right, Max, let's do it. Max Muncy, be a hero. Ooh, fouled it off his leg. Ow. Prince Fielder, $4.99, Milwaukee. No. That was close. There's another Prince Fielder, $2.99. That's going to go to Jorge and the Brew Crew. There's Sean Smoltz to $4.99 for Patrick. All card ship, of course. There's David Shields to $1.99, and a Mitch Jebb sensational signature going to the Pirates. That'll be for Derwin. Oh, grounder to first. There's Terry Francona, 75 for Boston. That will be for Coppola. Rod Carew, Pulsar to $4.99 for the Twins. By the way, these red waves are not numbered, so that's why I'm kind of sliding past those. Nick Kurtz, red to $2.99. That's for Chris Butler and the A's. Kevin McGonigal, purple to $1.49. Braden Montgomery to $25. That'll be for the White Sox. That's going to go to Gary. The McGonigal will go to the Tigers, Patrick. There's an Ethan Holiday to $4.99. That'll be for the Rockies. That's going to go to Coppola. And we've got a Ryan Johnson autograph. That'll be for the Angels. It's going to go to Jorge with the Angels. 139 out of 199. And then the Emilian Peter to $2.99 will be a Tampa Bay Ray. That's for Coppola. There's Jose Canseco to $4.99. Texas edition. That'll be for SKS. And there's Jesus Mate prospect signatures for Jorge and the Brew Crew. Nice one. $130 out of $199. There's Aaron Escobar for the Phillies to $199. I think they clinched the division today officially with a win against my Dodgers. All right, another box. Remember, all cards ship. I'll sleeve all those numbered cards at the end of the video. And for those of you watching live, this is the last break of the night. Roman Anthony, red to 299. That will be for Coppola and the Red Sox. Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. That'll be for Scott. It'll be for the non-MLB spot. There's Blake Mitchell, Pulsar to 499. Kansas City. That'll be Patrick. Junior Cameronero to 199. Rays. Coppola having a real nice season. Here's Joseph Redfield. Sensational signature, 35 out of 49. That's got to be Angels. You can see the red in the background there. That's going to be for Jorge. Dylan Cruz. There's Charlie Condon, 499 for Coppola and the Rockies. Bryce McCage, 299. Jorge and the Brewers. Chase Burns, Prismatic to 199. That's for Cincinnati. That's also for Jorge. One of their top pitching prospects. There he is again. To 149. Ooh, another Cherry Blossom coming up. Behind Mel Ott, it's Ricky Henderson. Cherry Blossom. That's Chris with the A's. I think it's a pretty sharp looking parallel here. 16 out of 20. Mel Ott, by the way, is to 499. That'll be for the Giants. J.D. Dix to 299. Arizona. And we got a Roy Campanella, and behind him another catcher, Malcolm Moore. Sensational signatures going to SKS and the Rangers. Not numbered. Campanella is numbered. That's to 75. That's for the Dodgers. Matt Lieber has the Dodgers. Here's Yoandry Morales to 499 for Scott and the Nats. And a dual auto. We got Vlad Guerrero Sr. and Nelson Cruz, both Rangers. No randomizer. Nice. Gonna go to SKS. That's the first dual auto I've seen. 9 out of 10. Nice. Thomas Harrington to 199. Robin Ventura to 99. That's White Sox. Save that to the end of the recap there. All right, another box. We got Alejandro Rosario to 99, SKS Rangers. Arjun Nimala to 499. Marcelo Meyer, silver. Arjun will go to Coppola, as will the Meyer. Frank Thomas reveals a Chase Davis for the Cardinals. That's going to go to Patrick and the Redbirds. Frank Thomas is to 299. That'll go to Chris. There's Sandberg to 499. Pulsar. And there's Jack Leiter. Nice break so far for the Rangers. Steven. Levi Wells to 199 for the O's. That'll be for Scott. Harlan Susanna to 75. The Nats. And it's Paul Molitor, that's to 299. Toronto. Earl Combs to 25 for the Yankees. John Smoltz to 149 for the Braves. Bud Selig will go to the non-MLB spot to 499. And Franz Mozzicato, that's going to be for Patrick. Dylan Cruz Prismatic for Scott and the Nats. Max Muncy to 199 for the A's. There's a base Nick Kurtz for the A's. Heston Kjerstad to 499 for the O's. To Deion Sanders Prismatic to 25 for the Mets. Forgot that he played on the Mets. It's a base Dylan Cruz. Marcelo Mayer to 199 for Coppola. Yeah, Coppola in Boston. All right, onwards, next box. All right, another box. Andrew Walters to 499, Cleveland. This is for you. Rintaro Sasaki for the non-MLB spot. That'll be for Coppola. Starlin Caba to 75. That'll be for the Marlins. That's going to go to Coppola. Slade Caldwell for Nathaniel. That'll be to 499. The redemption is Kumar Rocker, Rangers. It's going to be for SKS. There you go, Rangers with a nice little break happening. It's Brady Ebel to 299. That'll be for Milwaukee. Their late first round pick. Braden Taylor to 149. Tampa Bay. And a Paul Skeens Groovy. That's going to be for Derwin. Ultra rare, it says on the box. Yeah, look for the ultra rare Groovy. Nice. It's the first one of these I've seen. I'm sure even second year Paul Skeens will do pretty well in the secondary market. There's Billy Martin to 499. Yankees. Tony Perez to 299, and we got a short print here, Matt Wieters. Remember Matt Wieters? Yeah, that is super groovy, Jorge, for sure. Scott Anderson, Orioles, snakeskin short print. He's supposed to be the next big catching thing. There's Jet Williams to 499. Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Johnny Bench to 199. And Tomoyuki Sugano. That'll be for Scott and the Orioles. 72 out of 199. Bob Gibson to 99. That is for St. Louis. That's going to go to Patrick. Oh, and there's our third auto. Nice Jonah Tong. Here's Miggy to 499. Nets called up a bunch of their top pitching prospects. I think Jonah Tong had a nice debut. Coppola with the Mets. Jonah Tong, Nolan McLean, Brandon Sproat. Maybe a couple others around there, but yeah, they're giving them a taste of the majors. All right, another box. All right, away we go. Yogi Berra, 75. It ain't over till it's over. There's Arrieta to 499. Tony La Russa to 299. St. Louis edition. Braylon Payne reveals a Max Rajcic for Patrick and the Cardinals. 41 out of 99, red parallel, and the Braylon Payne for Milwaukee is going to be to 149. That'll go to Jorge. So will this Jackson Churio to 499 go to Jorge. Chris Cortez to 199 for the Halos. That's going to be for Jorge. PJ Morlando to 99. That'll be for Coppola and the Fish. Bud Selig for the non-baseball spot to 499. Chase Dollander to 25. That'll be for Colorado for Coppola. The Talisman non-numbered Nick Kurtz will go to the A's. That'll be for Chris. Thomas Harrington to 299. Dollander again. Jose Canseco for the Rangers to 499. And a Max Anderson for the Tigers. Patrick. Cat Team Mojo. And Brady Ebel to 199. And a Christian Campbell Prizm Matrix autograph. It's going to be for Coppola and the Red Sox. Nice. That is 89 out of 99. Roy Campanella for Matt and the Dodgers to 499. And we are halfway through the break. Put a movie on in the background. It's one of my favorites. Hunt for the Red October. One ping Vasily. All right, and away we go into the second half. There's Harlan Susana to 499. It'll be for Scott and the Nats. Got Billy Martin, blue to the Yankees to 199. Heston Kjerstad reveals an I almost said Adam Smith, not the Economist, but Aiden Smith, maybe a distant relative. It's going to go to Tampa Bay. That'll be for Coppola. The Kjerstad is to 75. That'll be for Scott and the O's. Andrew Walters to 499. That'll be for Cleveland. This is for you. That's for Derwin. Augustin Ramirez to 299 for Coppola and the Fish. And the Christian Campbell to 199 will also go to you. Braden Taylor to 149. JC Escara to 499. That'll be for the Yankees. Walker Yannick to 299. That will be for Houston. That's for Chris. Yeah, Chris got Houston last spot mojo. There's Theo Gillen and Adrian Santana. Sensational signatures for Coppola and the Rays. Theo Gillen will go to the Rays once again for Coppola. David Shields, Kansas City to 199. Patrick. All right, and we got Blake Mitchell, Royals. Sensational signature for Patrick and Kansas City. Ooh, nice Nick Kurtz. I think these are, they call them this pattern Power, I think, Red Power. Unless they change the name on us. Chris Butler. There you go, Chris. 97 out of 99. And there's Jose Canseco, Red Wave. Those are not numbered. Ethan Holiday to 499. It'll be for the Rockies. It's going to go to Coppola. Another box. This is the beginning of the hunt for the Red October. He's about to open the letter from Marco Ramius, saying that he intends to defect. I think Sean Connery at this stage of his career was just like, just use your accent. You don't have to pretend it's a Russian. I don't think he even attempts a Russian accent. Liam Neeson's kind of like that nowadays too. Now they're just like, no, just use your accent, Liam Neeson. We'll work around it. Yeah, Jack Ryan's not even on the sub yet. Tommy Troy for Arizona to 199. That'll be for Nathaniel. Sebastian Walcott, Orange Wave to 49 for SKS and the Rangers. Joe DiMaggio to 499, followed by Thatcher Hurd. Both of those will go to Michael Duan and the Yankees. Pudge to 299, Rangers edition, going to SKS. We got this Dick right here to 75, Dick Allen for the Phillies. And a Matsui to 99 for the Yankees. There's Ricky to 499, Toronto. And behind Walker Yannick is Kyle DeBarz. Walker Jane to And who knows? To 299 will go to Chris, and the DeBarge will go to Minnesota. That's 25. That'll be for Jorge. We got Dylan Head to 149, Miami. Frank Thomas reveals a Robbie Snelling for for Miami to 199 for Coppola and the Marlins. 171 out of 199. The Frank Thomas is to 499. Trust me, she'll like it too. That'll go to Chris Butler in Oakland, as will this Nick Kurtz. Rod Carew to 199 from Minnesota. Should have one more auto in this box. And it's Christian Moore. That is for Jorge and the Angels. 19 out of 49. This is the big unit to 49, Yankees edition. Alejandro Rosario Pulsar to 499. That's for the Rangers. All right, 4 boxes to go. All right, let's keep going here. Ooh, got some gold coming up. There's Ryan Clifford to 199 for the Mets. That'll be for Coppola. And a gold Billy Amick, 1 out of 10, the first one ever made, going to Jorge and the Twins. When it comes to Wonderwall, do I prefer Liam or Noel? Here's Ben Hess to 99. Probably, I mean, Liam is the better vocalist. I would go Liam for most of these Oasis songs. There's Adam Jones to 499, Baltimore, and a JC Escara gold. Should be to 10, right? It's going to be for Michael Duan and the Yankees. Yep, 7 out of 10. Nice. Dylan Cruz for Scott. Chris Davis to 299. And Cam Smith. That's for Chris Butler. Last spot, Mojo strikes again. To 149, Cooper Pratt. That's for Milwaukee. I think Liam is the original singer of it, so he's been singing it, I think, every song this tour? Is Josue Gonzalez? I couldn't tell you for sure, but I'm pretty sure. Lazaro Montes to $4.99. For Noel, because every version you've seen, he puts more into it because he wrote it. That might be true. That's to $2.99. Still think the David Ortiz will go to Coppola. I still think Liam's the better vocalist, though. There's Andrew Painter to $149 and Hunter Holland for the Reds. That'll be for Jorge. $31 out of $199. Monty Irving for the New York Giants to $4.99. Homer Bush Jr. $2.99 for Tampa Bay. Bryce Rayner to $1.99 for Detroit. Levi Sterling to $4.99. They still seem to be enjoying the tour. Yeah, I mean, from what little interaction they have with the crowd, yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone put a gun to their head to do this tour, so I think they were on good terms. You know, so I don't think they would have done it if they weren't on good terms. Otherwise, they would have done it a long time ago. I mean, at one point in the show, Liam actually was just like, this should have happened a long time ago. He's like, and sometimes that can be hard to support. So I appreciate you coming out. I think everyone, so it seems like they're on good terms. I think one sort of interesting nugget was that between the European tour and the North American tour, and I'll have to see what the set list looks like in South America, but I'm fairly certain that they were, this entire set was exactly the same. A lot of times they'll play some songs that might have done a little bit better in the UK or in Europe, and then they'll maybe switch things up maybe in the US or something like that. The set looks exactly the same from their first show to the most recent show. The friends and I that I went with were theorizing. Here's Levi Wells to $49. Cooper Pratt. I think we were theorizing that they wanted as little room to argue as possible. So I think before they even started the tour, when they were rehearsing, they put, someone, either the manager or the promoter or whoever, was just like, listen, it'd probably be easier if you just stick with the same exact set. There's no need to argue about what song should we do in the encore, what song should we add or subtract. Charmin Killebrew. And Jonathan Clase for Toronto. So it sounded, that's like the sort of, I wonder if they did it like that so they won't have anything to argue about.
What is it?
Sebastian Walcott to $149. There probably is they've got such a huge catalog, so I feel like that was also part of it, where there's just like, let's not rehearse like I'm not going to do like a 5-hour Bruce Springsteen type show, so why don't we just make it easy on ourselves and just have a nice tight checklist, set list. There's Braden Montgomery to 25 for Gary and the White Sox. And there's Tony Oliva. So I think that might have been part of it too. Prep time. There's Yadier Molina to 99. Tyson Neighbors Orange Wave to 49. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe amends to the fans, you mean, right? I mean, I think the fans were just happy that they got back together. Dontrell Willis, D-Train to 299. But they probably made amends with each other privately a long time ago. Dylan Dreeling, 67 out of 99. That will be for the Rangers. That's going to go to SKS. PJ Morlando Pulsar to 499. And Seaver King for the Nationals. That's going to be for Scott. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the stands, but I know that I was in the I was on the field level. I know that, you know, everyone was singing along to all the songs. I think it was really good. Miguel Tejada to 199. There's Arjun Namala to 75. But yeah, Don't Look Back in Anger is definitely an encore song, and it was pretty good. The only thing that made Don't Look Back in Anger a little less emotional is that I actually saw Noel Gallagher at Coachella, and he did Don't Look Back in Anger, and that was like, you know, with the adrenaline of you know, among other things, at a festival, at a major music festival. And I think it was a weird Coachella because it was kind of cold, and there was like this sunset, and there was like this like sort of like light rain that was coming down while he was doing that song, and it was like a perfect moment. And with everybody singing along, that was definitely an awesome moment. Almost felt like, it's like, didn't feel like we were in like the desert. It felt like we were almost like, with the weather, it almost felt like we were at Glastonbury or something like that in the middle of England. All right, second to last box, the penultimate box. Here we go. There's Rhett Lauder, a little bit louder now to 199. That'll be for Cincinnati. That's going to go to Jorge. You got Brady Evil to 499. I think that's Milwaukee. That's going to go to Jorge. There's the big unit, Randy Johnson. And the auto is Antonio Anderson, Red Sox. It'll be for Coppola. $2.99. Don Drysdale to 75. Jonah Tong for the Mets to $4.99. That'll be for Coppola and the Mets. The Braden Montgomery to 99 Prismatic is for the White Sox. That'll be for Gary. Drew Burris, $2.99. Coe to 149. Yachty, James Wood. Jacob Wilson to $4.99. Yeah, they've got some good sing-along songs. You know, I feel like The sing-along culture, though, I don't think is as big in the United States. I feel like you get shushed a little bit. There's Augustin Ramirez. But I think with sort of almost like a more of a pub culture, sing-along culture, that it's almost expected and encouraged for everyone to sing along with every song. Enrique Bradfield Jr. to 99, and Jordan Lawler. Jordan Lawler is going to go to Nathaniel and the Diamondbacks. George Lombard Jr. to 499. Lou Gehrig to 299. Kyle Teal not numbered. And our final box coming up. Last box. Good luck. Soccer games too. A lot of singing in soccer games. People have songs for the players. No singing. No singing baseball games or. I went to a baseball game in Korea when I went there last fall. It's kind of funny. They sing for the hitters, but they don't. The home team doesn't sing for the pitcher, because I think the pitcher. It's almost like an American football team on offense, right? Got to keep it quiet, let the quarterback operate, make his calls, and all that. The opposing fans try to sing and distract the pitchers, though. I don't know, revolution is kind of a big word, Rex, but more a little hyperbole there. But yeah, I think our European counterparts tend to do the protesting a lot more than we do. The French and the English are always in the streets for something. Deion Sanders to 499. Tom Seaver to 299. There's Brian McCage to 149, and we got Walker Janik prospect signatures for Chris and the Astros to 199. There's Jesus Mate to 499. JC Escar to 299. Slade Caldwell to 199. Paul O'Neill to 499. Matt Shaw to 199. Ricky Anderson to 20. Nice. I love those new parallels here. The cherry blossom parallels look really sharp. Joe Jackson to 99. Nick Kurtz, nice. There's Ben Hess as well. Got a Nick Kurtz Pulsar. Ben Hess autograph for Michael. And the Nick Kurtz gonna go to Chris and the A's. To $4.99, nice. Marcelo Meyer red, little color match, $2.99. And behind Darren Baker is Callan Lindsay, big Dodger prospect, going to Matt Lieber and the Dodgers. 60 out of 99. Braylon Payne to 149. Trey Savage to $4.99, who had a nice debut earlier today. And that, my friends, is that. All right, a little recap here. Another nice Prizm break in the books. Those golds are to 10. Those are pretty nice. Christian Moore, Snelling, Kurtz, Campbell. A lot of great stuff here. Tong, that's Kumar Rocker, the snake skin, short prints. We got more in the store. Another there's another Ricky Henderson. Nick Kurtz red. Bobby Richardson, the dual auto, and the groovy. So no color blast, but the other rare insert, the case hit, I think these generally fall one per case. The Paul Skeens groovy. So pretty groovy stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Prizm Baseball, pick your team 5 in the books, more in the store. Go check it out. I'm Joe, and I'll see you next time for the next break. Bye.